back in the room. Here we are, guys. A wee drive away to, what's the name of this place?
Balquhidder.
Balquhidder. This is where Rob Roy MacGregor is
with his wife and 2 sons.
buried. We're going to come during the day. Off. I'll splice that back together as I turn the video off. We're going to come here during the day, but
Also, they've actually changed the, they've actually got a new
oh, here he is.
stone, yeah.
Ah, here we go. It's a bit slippy.
His wife and his sons.
Rob Roy. Only a man that I've seen in
Hollywood.
in Tales, and a statue of him in Aberdeen, or just outside of Aberdeen, on top of some like a kind of waterfall, where he supposedly jumped to get away from government troops. But as Carl says, he's
Go on, say it.
I can't remember. I was like, my mind's gone blank.
Government spy.
Government spy.
Highland Road.
Oh, it's Highland Road. A government spy.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. You got it at the end.
Yeah, all this way.
To say that.
Yeah.
Well, when you come to think of it, there's too many coincidences.
Yeah.
For him to be, you know, the legitimate Highland Rogue. Of, you know, there's too many. Obviously, he played both sides. It's all about. We'll leave it at that.
Robert MacGregor, Rob Roy, died the 28th of December 1934, aged about 70. So,
1734.
he did all right.
Yep.
We don't know when his wife died. And his sons.
Carl and Robert. Carl died
1735 and
Robert.
1754.
Sons of Rob Roy.
And it's a proper old stone as well, with the markings on it. You can see the Celtic stone, the markings on it. It'd be interesting. There must be a rubbing of it somewhere that someone's done. Usually you find that someone on account of where this was would have made a wee rubbing of it.
Sure. You'd put all silver on there, look.
Yeah. Lots of coins for people.
It's nice.
Showing their respects. I guarantee there's probably rocks. A lot of people put rocks and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not Jim Morrison's grave, you know. It's not going to have
I think when we was here last time,
pipes and stuff, you know.
When we was here last time, a lady brought, like you're saying, it reminds me when you said rocks, brought a rock from somewhere in America to place on the grave. I think she had some descendancy to do with the MacGregors.
All right, okay.
So she came to pay her respects to Rob Roy. So she had a stone from a part of where she lived, Michigan or somewhere, I forget now. So it's renowned.
And there's the MacGregor tartan and symbol with their motto, which I don't know what that
means.
I'll have to look that up later. I'll maybe zoom in so you can see if you're not seeing it. Maybe that's what it means, MacGregor, despite them. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd tell you some others, but I'm having a bit of memory loss, so.
Oh, right, I know. Really good to Latin. Tabletop grave,
yeah.
So
I've not seen tabletop graves since Aberdeen Church, in the centre of Aberdeen. There's a lot of them. Right, let's have a wee wander round. The old kirk. So this is the old kirk.
Yeah.
So this would have been the church.
This dates back to before Rob Roy was actually buried, and McLean's.
Generations of MacLeans, their place of worship, and within those the walls, their chief are buried. Okay, so the chief of the MacLeans is buried here. In 1997, the remaining structure was stabilised and conserved through the McLaren Trust, Historic Scotland.
Yep. Nice to see him keeping things like this.
What was it? Danger, don't climb the walls. Like, climb the walls here.
Window there.
Uh-huh.
The old bell that used to pull from. See, there's a bell in Aberfoyle that used to go off, and they eventually took it down because it kept ringing for no apparent reason.
Oh. Finlay, Conan, Oak,
So
McLaren.
the McLarens are still using it.
Firstborn son.
That's relatively new, isn't it?
That is true. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart.
Correct, yeah. What a beautiful sentiment.
Yes.
See, during the Reformation, a lot of these churches were destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see how ornate it was. Look at the window frames.
Well, there we go. Donald McLaren of the McLarens, Chief of Clan Labran, 22nd of July 1910, date the 8th of June 1966. Wife of the McLaren.
Now, are these buried or are they interned in the wall?
They're probably buried here. I wouldn't think they'd be in the wall. You'd have to destroy it, and this will just be to where they are. Or possibly ashes, maybe. Ashes were scattered here.
Look how thick the walls were, though.
There's a very strange flat stone there.
It's amazing how nature takes over.
I thought I could hear voices, but I'm hearing geese. There's obviously a river here,
Yeah.
but you can hear it
Yeah.
in the background. You can hear the running water.
Carnegie.
It sounds more like a waterfall.
Maybe on a fast flowing river.
Yeah. It makes this place extra nippy and cold.
So you got that there. So so that's where it came to. Or is this the extension? No, this is the extension.
Oh, you mean the actual building itself? So yeah, there might have been.
Of the church.
Yeah, it would have went all the way around here. Yeah.
So it's quite a big church.
Uh huh. This is the old church.
Yeah.
That's the new church.
It's haunted by a lady who frequents the balcony area of the church.
Hmm.
One of the ladies, she was cleaning.
I'm getting a bit of an odd feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because it's cold, but yeah, yeah.
Not like a dizzy spell, a dizzy feeling, or
I keep hearing things as well. You know, like I heard the geese, but I could hear voices. You know, like, you sound really silly. I thought I heard kids playing.
Oh.
Just in the background.
No.
Like maybe there was a house over there and the kids were like making a noise. This place is a bit odd.
Remember that mausoleum that you saw before?
Uh-huh.
The buttresses of the church, like you see.
Yeah.
So, like I said to you before, maybe that mausoleum is built on the old foundations of the chapel that's connected to the castle. Because if you look, it's the same sort of design, isn't it?
Yeah.
The monuments, where the buttresses stick out, or the pillars, what do you call them?
What does the church say at the front? Obviously it'll be shut, but you never know. Thanks for your gift.
Closed until 11.
Yep.
And this church reminds me of MacGregor from America. Oh, and it's got them meats in this Sabbath to give thanks to God. Also, it's remembrance of Rob Roy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the clan Gregor from America,
Yeah.
and give thanks to God to commemorate of
Commemoration
the
of
200th anniversary
of the act
of the act.
that in which
Parliament.
restored the name of MacGregor because it was a
MacGregor.
because it was a what's it name on it? It was
1775, His Majesty King George III gave the royal assent, repealing the act of suppression, and
that's this case.
so
Because
basically they were allowed to have their
they were outlawed. You didn't have the name MacGregor.
yeah. We got there in the end.
Yeah.
Some people that served in the World War, 1939, 1945.
Yeah. Commemorated them. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Let's have a wander around the church.
And it'd be great if we saw the lady in white at the window.
Yep. Where are you, lady in white? Are you still here? Lots of signs here, eh?
Well, I've always said that.
Commemorating the 150th anniversary of the building of the church. You know, you'll go around the corner, it'll be the 100th anniversary of the church.
Okay, that's how you
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell there, look.
Yeah. You got a stick.
Yeah.
Let's evoke the white woman with the bell ring.
So that's where you can get to the top of the hill above there. And apparently, you can see for miles.
Yeah. Anyone out there?
You're still getting that sensation, or has it got past?
Kind of passed. It just felt like, oh, it's a weird sensation. It's you feel kind of sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're in trouble. You know? It just suddenly reaches out in you. It's not panic, but
You still think you have a good place, I think. So and show yourself if you're there.
I don't blame you. You know, it is cold out there. You're probably better off staying inside the church. It's odd. It's kind of like you've got this kind of old church grounds, and then just up in the hill, this other bit where this is all kind of clear.
Well, you look, you've got a river. Now, a river is the water, and that's natural energy.
Uh-huh.
So if anything needs to manifest energy-wise, you've got the ideal.
But all this is all new.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
This is all new. This is like for, disabled people and elderly people to get into the church. And you can't tell me that this was not like graves at one point, because usually
maybe.
if there's a church, there's usually graves all the way around it.
Well, they usually say the more important the person, the more the church will be.
They're all up in the hill there, and just slightly away from this new church. And it's just a walkway all the way around.
It wouldn't surprise me if they actually just took rather than intern all dig them all up, just taking the gravestones off.
And move them.
Yeah.
What's odd, it's just like you could literally get a car or a motorbike and do donuts around this church.
It's should imagine that's the back end here, for like you say, funerals and what have you.
Well, funerals and bloody tourists, yeah. Tourists, you hear me? You're coming to visit this place during the day.
See that's the balcony area where the white lady's seen. You see there?
Ah.
Because the balcony is at the back of the building. Go up the stairs.
What we do is we'll go back down and then round that other side of that bit of the building there. I want to check out. And we'll walk right back into that weird feeling. What are those? They're just little vents.
Yeah.
They're like breathing.
Looks like they've been added, doesn't it?
Yeah. Marks of Satan.
The building breathe. I'm not a builder.
It's like
It's
a vent into.
Actually metal.
Yeah, it's like a vent into the actual
Brickwork.
whatever they've repaired here.
Yeah.
Strange. Not seen that before.
But usually some sort of hard plastic, aren't they?
Yes.
Modern ones. So these are quite old, I should
Yeah,
imagine.
somebody
Being metal.
knows what these are.
Let us know. And they're all around the building.
Let's get our skates on. Come on. Yeah.
We're at the back of the church now, aren't we? The old wing of the church.
What we do for history, eh? And the cause.
I don't want to touch it in case they...
Yeah, they'll all be a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that one's obviously been moved as well.
They're the new ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
June Stewart, 1955.
I like that name. Is it? Bessie McCrosty. McCrosty Fisher.
The crusty.
Yeah. But it's Fisher's the last name, but middle name is Mac R-O-S-T-Y. Sounds like... obviously buried him right there.
Yeah,
But right on the end.
quite precarious, isn't it?
It just kind of begs the question how much has actually been dug up or moved, or... They don't tend to do that in places like this, but I've been in a lot of these sort of graveyards in recent years that are just all built on really precarious, kind of strange angles. But then again, you know, it's what you can get, eh? Not everybody's got a flat bit of land to bury their dead. At some point I will take you to that church that was near a castle that had a really weird graveyard in it, and some really abandoned kind of like levels, like steps that went into an area you couldn't get because it was overgrown.
And Betsy Campbell,
Campbell's.
Betsy McLaren. So you got the McLarens and the Campbells.
Mm-hmm. Just always remember McLaren being my dentist's name. You know, it's the things you remember from when you were a kid. Why do you remember his name? Well, it was the dentist.
Some that look in the bushes there.
Yeah.
These are really neglected, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a few down here. You can see there's that the wall, it's hard to tell. Definitely one there.
Looks like there's another
Section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
There's another one at the back there.
So this is quite a big compound.
I mean, even that gate there, just it's kind of weird. It's like, is that actually? That's an area too. Look,
Yeah,
see, it's got a gate on the other side. Yeah.
Quite a big compound. If you see the metal railings on the other side.
Yeah, this is somebody's.
It's quite a compound.
That'll be a family plot.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if it's McLaren or Campbell.
Interesting.
They look very Victorian-fied, these railings.
Yeah, the railings. Oh, you can. Here we go. You can get in here. There we go. Oh, let's see. As he opens the gates, and then he goes. Right, gotta watch the ground because it might just sink. Let's see if there's a stone somewhere. Yeah, let's see a damn thing. There's anybody buried in here? God rest your soul. We mean no disrespect.
It must have been here a while. Look at the trees growing into the buildings.
It may have been, possibly, they could be stones that are underneath all this.
Yeah, possibly.
It's really just a lot of leaves. And let's say you're seeing like
tree there growing into the railings.
yeah, trees growing out of the side of a building, at the last location. Oh, I'll close the gate before I go. Always close the gate. Right. If I could close it properly, I would. Right. I'll get it past the. And then you'd fix it. Get back onto an even path here. This is modern here.
Yeah, I should imagine
It's a clan.
The actual ashes are actually in the wall.
Clan McLaren.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite possibly. 1998, 1991, 1999. A lot of them all died fairly close to each other.
Yeah, till we meet again. Loving memory of our pet. Oh.
The woman that we spoke to before we left with the dog, she was very posh spoken, wasn't she?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. You can actually see the hinges of the shutters for the windows.
It's like, do you want to give us some gossip or some little nuggets of information? Well, you can all find it in the book. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not going to uncover any of the skeletons and the.
The wall's quite thick, isn't it? You know, considering. Yeah.
Skeletons in the cupboard.
Yeah. Thought she might give us an old tale, an old story that's been passed down from generations. But no, say they were. Would you say they're handprints or?
Yeah. Well, it looks like animal prints.
Is it? No, just you saying before that you could hear children, and we've got little handprints. Or would you say they're more birdified?
They look like it could be bird, but it's got it looks a bit like a paw. Yeah.
Wings and a skull on the top there.
That is, yeah, that is wings and a skull.
Can't actually make anything out.
It's hard to tell sometimes with some of these whether or not, you know, some of them are merchant related. You know, some of them are just, yeah, some of them are just traditional symbols that they would use about the time for just like for death, and you know, and it was sometimes it was, you know, fashionable to have other things. Often it's more likely the trades that they were in.
Yeah, that's right.
And not often you're going to find, because everybody's looking for the Templars, and that's of a very different period of time.
Is it me, or does that look Latinified to you?
Sacred, I see sacred to the memory of Stuart, late something. Yeah, I think it's English. You're older, you know, and you're not likely to even find a stone, you know, is more likely to have some Latin on it, you know. That's quite a new looking stone.
I was just going to say, it's marble.
Yeah.
If anything, and yet it's in amongst all the.
That would have been sort of like, buried maybe next to an old family.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the only reason you would get like a new one next to.
Yeah, there's quite a drop there as well, on the edge.
In the back.
But that looks a relatively old one, that one.
Possibly a relative. And you see the similarities in the stones. They've got these little head bits on them.
Yeah.
And then you go and have a look over here and you've got another one with this kind of...
Yeah. See the boundaries of the extra fence.
So it's got a little hat. And all the stones are, you know, probably from a local, you know, because there's a bit of somewhere local to get their stones, shipped stones, because they're quite big. They're not like back in days of horses and carts and all that kind of stuff. A cart this like from Edinburgh or wherever, you know.
I guess we'll never know what it was up to. We'll never know.
I'm just glad to have finally made it here. And not surrounded by tourists flocking the area, you know. No disrespect to the tourists, but it gets a bit much sometimes. Woo! He's sliding.
Well, at one stage we felt like guides, didn't we, for the castle?
Yeah.
That's an ornate one, isn't it? Some sort of remembrance one, I'm assuming, for the Great War. We'll have to come back again when it's daylight. Maybe going to the church as well.
A lot of these places will be really good in the summer months.
Oh, you can't leave for the Americans and the tourists.
Some places that I can go or I've been to where you won't find any Americans or any other tourists, which is good, because they just don't, you know, they don't know they're there.
Well, you don't get paid for that, all their descendants got sent to America.
I think I've got some relatives probably in America too, most likely.
Highland clearances. Just looks so foreboding, doesn't it?
As long as I have somewhere that I can go on holiday, you know. You want to come and visit Rob Roy, tell us you're a relative and that you've got a free hotel, so I can just get my flight. We'll be all right.
We'll see you right.
Right, guys, it's so dark this camera won't pick up half the stuff, but there you go. That was Rob Roy's last resting place.
In Campbell Clan country.
And look how cold it is. Right, signing off.